5 of you. For me, I for you, now I need a shot of you. Sound with you, I do what I gotta do. I just wanna vibe with you, would die for you. Put them to the side for you. I ain't gotta hide from you. Did I miss you? That's what
Here with the greats, Richard Jefferson and Grant Hill. I'm Brian Anderson, and Allie LaForce, our reporter. So the Lakers will get the first possession here. Here's James. Sinks that one from the post. Grant, looking at these two teams, my attention is drawn to the front court matchup.
Oh yeah, this should be a battle on the baseline. Great to watch skilled bigs trade blows and show off what they can do down low.
Knocks down the triple.
A reliable three-point sniper. I like seeing Booker connect from downtown.
And we've got a whistle. He was fouling with a purpose. And in that spot, in that situation, it's got to be a transition take foul. Phoenix shooting their first free throw in this game. When you look at the career of Kevin Durant, he's had an amazing list of teammates, Grant.
Yeah, that's true, B.A. And it started with Westbrook and Harden. Then he had Steph, Clay, and Dre, Kyrie, and then Booker and Beal. That is quite the list.
Now here's Beal. Just 5 on the clock. The three ball. Davis with a rebound. Now Los Angeles with it. And now just over a minute played here. Oh, throw it down! Wow!
I'm sorry, it's just so much fun watching AD play that way with that type of power around the rim.
Durant for three. He buries it from three.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
I did briefly speak with J.J. Redick. We talked about how he plans to contain Devin Booker, and Coach said first, we've got to be on him at all times, and second, we can't let him get favorable matchups. He needs our best defenders on him. Trying to work over screens and stay on top of Booker, that's the name of the game here, guys.
Appreciate the report, Allie. The Suns making a switch here. Richard, it's nice to have the versatility of a guy like Hachimura, equally comfortable at either forward position.
Well, he's got the size and strength of a modern-day NBA power forward, but he also has the ability. To stretch the floor and knock down a three. That's a nice combo.
You know, Booker gets a lot of praise for his scoring, but how about his skill as a passer, Richard?
Oh, he's a good decision maker, B.A. He's able to read defenses and dissect them with his passing. He's shown he can be a traditional quote-unquote point guard. This is who you want at the line, and Booker gets himself there a lot.
Well, Grant, if you talk about consistent top-level scores, Devin Booker is near the top of that list.
Yeah, and going back to the 17-18 season, Devin has averaged at least 25 points every year. Book can create his own shot and finish. It's hard finding guys who can do both.
Outside Bull. And once again, off the mark by Phoenix.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Phoenix grabs the miss. It's Booker on the wing. He has 6. Pass to Beal. Back to Bull. Here's Durant. And Durant with the big finish.
And it doesn't get any easier for Durant. With his size and length, dunking just comes, pretty easy for him.
Now here's Reeves. Ooh, stolen by Allen. And here's Beal. From downtown, buries it from 3.
Down in the corner, Beal shoots with confidence. Just one more area he can score from consistently.
And it's Phoenix's ball. They're on a 15-5 run. Outside Bull. Left side Durant. Allen on the wing. Clock at 6. Outside Durant. Off target. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. James, right side. Here's Davis. No good with a jumper from the wing.
Not that time, but that's a shot that he's going to make more oftentimes than not.
And here in the first quarter, a little over 3.5 minutes played. Pass to Allen. Out to Beal. Shoots over Davis. And Reeves pulls it down. Lakers trail by 8. Boy, that foul looked intentional. Not exactly what you'd expect here.
Yeah, I know. It just doesn't make sense given the situation. You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Boy, what a run. The points just piling up, Grant.
Hey, whatever they discovered here, it's working for them. And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Here's Davis going inside. That falls. Nice feed that time from James. Davis has got 7 points.
And he is one of the most mobile bigs in the league, maybe of all time. Davis is a real threat on the drive.
Here's Booker. And Booker with the jam.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
Yeah, it's going to take better rim protection than that if they're going to climb out of this hole.
Davis misses. The Suns lead by 8. Pass to Durant. Drops in the 3. He's got 9.
They've shown so much energy right from the start, particularly on the offensive end.
They came out swinging, really setting the tone on offense, and the opposition has not been able to respond.
It's turned into a showdown here, dueling from distance.
Take that, he says. I see your 3, and I'll raise you another 3.
And so it's Phoenix up by a healthy 8 points at the end of the period.
The Suns, 20.
And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Suns?
Well, so far, their long-range shooting has been the story, doing damage from deep.
Shot by Nurkic, no good. Lakers trail by 8. Ever since Phoenix changed ownership, they've been all in on winning now, Richard.
They've traded a lot of picks away and young talent to assemble a team of superstars, some of the best shooters in the history of this league, and they were willing to go deep into the luxury tax to sustain it.
Pass to Beal. Now here's Booker. And the shot is good. Drop it in off the front of the rim. Booker's got 10 points in the game.
This is Booker at his most dangerous. No hesitation right there.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Well, guys, the Suns are going for it. All-star guard Devin Booker said everybody here is on the same page. We're in win-now mode. We want excellence. We know it's not going to be easy, but when you give up that much, we're trying to win this year and years to come. Brian, this front office has been aggressive.
They are all in, Allie. Thank you. Sends it home from three-point land. Booker's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Plays hard in every facet of the game. Nothing that Booker can't do.
Vincent can't hit. The Suns lead by 9. The 3. Another 3 for Phoenix.
At his size, KD is able to see the floor so well, and it helps him make passes just like that.
Pass to Reddish. Back to Vincent. Here's Russell. Three-pointer. Rebounded by Nurkic. And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. And here's Beal. Fires from deep. Drills it from... deep. Beal's got his second basket of the game.
And a corner three from Beal is exactly what coach wants to see from his offense.
Pass to Vincent. To end the run. Here's Koloko. There's the triple. The Lakers with another miss. So Durant will bring it up for Phoenix. They lead by their biggest margin of the game. It's at 15 points. Phoenix making a switch here. Well, Grant, with players getting bigger and more athletic, do you support moving the restricted area out?
Yeah, B.A., I would. We've seen a lot of injuries when defenders slide underneath elevated players on the drive. So cutting down that risk makes a lot of sense.
Quarter two and just under 2.5 minutes gone by.
That's what you need your bigs to do. Step up and control the defensive glass.
Pass to Davis. Here's James. And he can't get that one. Ooh, Durant with some nice D. It's Beal on the wing. Outside for Booker. Back to Beal. Yes! And it's Booker with the setup. Beal's got 5 points in the quarter.
Great decision-making from Booker, realizing one of his guys is open and whips the pass to him.
Hachimura from long range. For three, Allen. Pure from three-point range. And the Suns lead by 20.
And guys, this is why coaches value playing with pace.
They've been able to attack the defense before they get set, really making the most of their fast break opportunities.
It's obvious they're becoming frustrated. Nothing seems to be going their way.
In a major drought, need to find some sort of momentum.
Despite entering his 30s, Anthony Davis is not slowing down, Grant.
Yeah, B.A. And last year, AD put up the best rebounding numbers of his career. And his shooting percentage also very high. And just watching him, Davis is still an all-NBA caliber player, capable of taking over on both ends.
Pass to Davis. That's good. For the day, he's 4 for 6.
Obviously, this guy has a talent for scoring, able to problem solve for whatever the defense tosses at him.
Beal, right side. Beyond the arc. Counted from distance. Beal's got 11.
So good from three-point line. Beal stretches out the defense.
And there's the call on Devin Booker. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Here's Reeves.
Substitution for the
Pass to James.
Number 20.
Here's Connect.
Yusuf Nurkic.
James outside. Fires in the triple. He's got 5.
I like this wrinkle. Put LeBron off the ball and then make a play for him.
3-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. It's going to be on the...